Okay, so you've got your assets, as we call them. So you've got videos, you've got images, you've got music, you've got those sort of things that you've put together ready to go. I would actually suggest, in fact, that you sort of do a little bit of work beforehand, pick some songs that you think might fit with the plan that you've got for your ad. Find some footage. So for this one, we're thinking about selling water, bottled water. So we've got some sort of pretty generic kind of video like that. So once you've got that, it's then a question of how complicated you want to go. There's a video editor within your laptop, I hope, if it's updated properly. That is the new version of Windows Movie Maker. I'll show you how to use that. Canva doesn't work great as a video editor, but you can use it if you want, especially if you're familiar with using Canva for your poster designs. Then after that, Adobe Spark gives you a little bit more in terms of features, and Premiere Pro should be on your device already. But I would say, unless you're studying media at the moment and you're actually practice editing in that, I'd avoid it for this task, just because you probably don't want to spend that much time learning something for this relatively small assessment. Okay, so there's us in Video Editor, which is just a Microsoft product. You just go to search bar, type in Video Editor. If it's there, it will be there. We've got our storyboard down here. We've got basically where we put our footage there. So I'm just going to drag in the video drink, for example. We drop that in there. It turns up just as a block. And if you need to trim it, then all that you'll need to do is you just play the video and then you press the split button and it'll cut that video into two sections, and then you can either further split from there, or you can actually delete. So we'll call it, I don't know, test video, amazing inspirational idea. Drag it in there. So we play it, the split key, you sort of want to hover over the split key for whenever the bit that you want to get rid of comes up. So we click split. That turns it into two clips, or it will when we've done it properly. Yep, we want two clips starting from there, and then we would delete that one. If you want, there's pretty lame effects that you can put in, fireworks and leaves and whatever. If you want to, you can do that. Other than that, it's all pretty straightforward. Text is, as you might imagine, you just pick a relatively plain text and add it in. You pick where you kind of want it to appear, how you want it to look, add that in. Of course, you'll add audio separately, of course, as a separate video, so we might even do that just so you can give you an idea of what that would look like. But basically the whole point is that it's relatively straightforward. Again, doesn't like that file, and at that point we abandon it. But basically you can speed things up, slow things down. It's not super complicated editing, but it's really simple for you to use for this purpose. Okay, so now we're in Canva. So these are actually videos. So the key things you really need to know about Canva: you can add templates. It's more of a vertical approach, so if you're adding a new image, that will become the new part of your video. You upload things as always by dragging things in there. So again, we won't pick audio, but we'll pick a video. We'll drag that into here. It'll take a while, as you might imagine, but then once you've got it, this is a dog licking some water. So that could be our little next section. Previews up there. So again, these are not my pieces of footage, obviously. These are just sort of from the template itself. So we've got some images, and then finally we've got that. That's pretty much it. I guess transparency is always useful if you want to make things look a little bit fancier. You can see it doesn't really give us a whole bunch of options because it's pretty straightforward. It's mostly if you want to sort of do animated GIFs or pretty simple little video editing, Canva can be useful for that. Okay, so Spark more or less similar to Canva, but we get a little bit more in terms of features, and we get sort of a sideways tracking approach. So when you actually upload a video, that's where you do the trimming. When you upload a video, that's when you do the trimming. So you can see we could select all of that, and if we really just wanted the bridge, for example, we could cut it right back down. And then you're clicking save before you do anything really in Canva, because it's whatever you've selected, it's taking it from your computer, uploading it to the cloud. So it's actually in the ether waiting for you. So that's why it takes a little bit of time. If you've got good internet, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But you could also use Spark on your phone. So if you weren't using stock footage or stock audio or anything like that, you could just get your phone, film some things, and cut it up and produce it and edit it all within your phone. So that's a really very useful feature that you can try.